Lung cancer is one of the leading causes of cancer-related deaths worldwide. But what exactly happens inside the body when someone develops lung cancer? Let's take a closer look. First, imagine your lungs, two spongy organs that help you breathe and supply oxygen to every part of your body. Normally, lung cells grow and divide in a controlled way. But with lung cancer, something goes wrong. It all starts with the uncontrolled growth of abnormal cells in the lung tissue. These abnormal cells don't follow the usual rules. Instead of dying off when they should, they keep multiplying, eventually forming a mass known as a tumor. Now, these tumors can interfere with normal lung function. As they grow, they take up space, making it harder for your lungs to work properly. You might notice symptoms like persistent cough, chest pain, or shortness of breath. Sometimes people don't have symptoms until the cancer is already advanced. Lung cancer doesn't always stay in the lungs. One of its dangerous features is metastasis, the ability of cancer cells to break away from the original tumor, travel through the bloodstream or lymphatic system, and start new tumors in other parts of the body. This means lung cancer can affect places like the brain, bones, or liver, making it even harder to treat. Let's break it down. There are two main types of lung cancer: non-small cell lung cancer and small cell lung cancer. Non-small cell lung cancer, or NSCLC, accounts for about 85% of all cases. It's further divided into three subtypes: adenocarcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and large cell carcinoma. Each subtype has its own characteristics and treatment approaches. Adenocarcinoma is the most common type, often found in people who smoke, but it can also occur in non-smokers. Squamous cell carcinoma is typically linked to smoking and tends to be found in the central part of the lungs. Large cell carcinoma is less common but can grow and spread quickly. On the other hand, small cell lung cancer, or SCLC, is more aggressive and is almost always associated with smoking. It tends to spread rapidly, making early detection crucial. So, what does this mean for prevention? Here's the thing: the most significant risk factor for lung cancer is smoking. Quitting smoking can dramatically reduce your risk, but it's not just about smoking. Exposure to secondhand smoke, radon gas, asbestos, and certain chemicals can also increase your risk. Regular screenings, especially for those at high risk, can help catch lung cancer early when it's most treatable. Now let's talk about treatment. The approach to lung cancer varies based on the type and stage of the disease. Surgery is often an option for early-stage non-small cell lung cancer, where the tumor can be removed. Chemotherapy and radiation therapy are common treatments for both types, especially when the cancer has spread. Targeted therapies and immunotherapy are newer options that can be effective, particularly for specific genetic mutations found in some tumors. What this really means is that there's hope. Advances in research and treatment are making a difference. Lung cancer is a serious disease, but understanding it is the first step toward prevention and treatment. Sujata Lochab for DD India.